One of these stars is sitting in the secret square, and the contestant who picks it first could win a prize package of at least $2,500. Which star is it? Thank you and good evening. Welcome back to the Hollywood Squares. Hello, stars! Alright, so, once again, we are going to feature the same 9 people in the same positions again for a third time, and we'll see if I can win the game and win the car. Whichever car it is. I already picked a key, but the key only fits in one of the 5 cars, and I've already gone through 2 of them. So we're going to see if the streak will end at 3 or if I can continue the streak. That is, provided I win and I don't win the car or something like that. I don't know. Well, I know the maximum number of games you can play is 5. And that's assuming that you win and ultimately win the car at the very end. But we'll find out as we begin Game 3. At least for the same number of, at least for the same 9 people in the same positions again, featuring CosmosPlays. Alright, so let's begin. Alright, first game. Let's see. I will pick, I'll pick Kill Punch of Doom. His question: a llama does something unusual when he is angry. What? Well, I'll tell you one thing it doesn't do. It doesn't turn into a prince, that's for sure. He starts swearing in Spanish. Whines like a horse. You know what? As stupid as it may sound, I will agree with that. No! He spits at you. Wow, I did not know that. I'll have to remember that. Alright. Ruth has selected CosmosPlays, and her question is, and by her I mean Cosmos, according to experts, if your youngster sister, if your younger sister is constantly playing with your things, what does that probably mean? I can probably relate to this because I do have a younger sister, and this is like back when we were growing up throughout the 90s and into the early 2000s, but I remember, you know, my younger sister used to go through my things a lot, and I'm not going to say much about it, except, you know, my sister was like that. She's probably not your sister. What? She's lonely. She disagrees, does Ruth. Correct, she wants to be like you. She looks up to you and emulates you. Aw, isn't that sweet? I didn't realize it was like that, but oh well. Alright, well, while that's happening, I will go with Ryoko for the block. And her question is, according to hints from Helois? I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Is it ever a good idea to pour cola on the battery of your Rolls Royce? Is it ever a good idea? I don't know about this one. What does Ryoko have to say? Only if it's a vintage year for, I don't know. Yes, it will remove the corrosion from the terminals. You know, as stupid as this is going to sound, I will agree with it. And it's right! See, I heard this rumor that cold Coca-Cola could work with the battery of a car, but I didn't realize it was true, but oh well. Anyway, Ruth selected Pika Pika Pawa, and his question is, according to legend, who was unwilling to go into the ark because she thought Noah was crazy? I think it should have been according to the Bible, but oh well. Who was unwilling to go into the ark because she thought Noah was crazy? I think I know who it is, but I can't be too sure of it, though. I think I know who it is. Let's see what Pika has to say about it. Barbara Walters? No. Noah's wife, Walia. And Ruth agrees. And it is true. It was Noah's wife after all. See, I actually thought it was... I think it was... I forget... I think it was... I was under the assumption that it was Sodom or Gomorrah. I forget which one is the woman of the two, because Sodom and Gomorrah is a man and wife, but I forget which one is the man and which one is the wife. But, oh well. I will go with CosmosPlays for the block. His question: through the years, people have tried such things as celery necklaces, raw fish, chili peppers, oysters, ice cream, and Tabasco to get rid of a what? I'm speechless here. Alright, Conus, what do you have to say about this? Mother-in-law? Hangover. I will disagree. No, it is a hangover. But there's still no cure for it. I did not know that. So, Ruth is going to select... Oh, well, she'll select Kyle Scott instead, because she can win with Kyle Scott. I didn't see that one up there. Leading exercise experts agree before beginning serious exercise. Oh, beginning a serious exercise program. The first thing that you should learn, or you should always do, is what? Well, what is it? Up your life insurance? Start gradually. She agrees. The correct answer is console your doctor. Excuse me. My throat is not working today, but oh well. Okay, so again, I get another chance to redeem myself. So again, CosmosPlays for the block. And his question: as part of their job, what kind of person would slice you up the back, pin back your gums, fill you with sawdust, stretch your skin tight, and then hang you up to dry? As part of their job, what kind of person would slice you up the back, pin back your gums, fill you up with sawdust, stretch your skin tight, and then hang you up to dry? You know what? I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna bite my tongue on that one. But CosmosPlays, what do you have to say about this? A divorce lawyer? A laboratory scientist? You know what? I will disagree with that. I don't think it's a scientist. No, it's a taxidermist. Yeah, because I don't think a scientist does that. I know a taxidermist does that. Okay. Oh, Sir Rex's question. At a very formal dinner, what do you use the little fork for? That's a good one. I think I know what it is, but let's see what Sir Rex has to say about this one. Goosing the hostess? It's for the fish. And she agrees. And it's true. Yeah, you would eat that with lobsters or any kind of fish, really. Okay, so since there's no real way for me to win, I'll just have to take over the last remaining squares as I can. So in this event, what I would have to do is get the square. So let's see. I will go with Pam, or not Pam, excuse me. I'm seeing things here. Oh, Sayamoon. Sorry. I misspoke. And Sayamoon's question is, according to folk medicine, the #1 cause of puffiness, particularly in the face, is what? I should know this because I am undergoing a diet at this point. At least for this particular one. So, Saya, what do you have to say about this one? Corn should best be popped before you eat it. Siamoon's answer is not enough sleep. I will disagree with that. Too much salt in the diet. Yeah, that's actually true. I am trying to cut down on how much salt I eat, really. And Ratghoul, of course, is the last person, so his question is, who would use something called a half Nelson and a full Nelson? Who would use that? I think I know the answer to this one, but let's see what Ratghoul has to say. Mrs. Nelson? No. A mechanic. She disagrees. And it's correct. It's actually a wrestler. They're doing wrestling holds. So for this particular game, what happens is you get $100 per square that you got. I got 4 squares, so I get $400, and Ruth gets $500 for $100 per square. So I'm behind by 100 points, or $100 rather. Excuse me. Okay, so this is the secret square game, and I will go with you know what? I'll go with Pika Pika Powa. And his question: when a person is held against his will, he's been kidnapped. When a sailor is held against his will and forced to work on a ship, he's been what? That's a good question. A guest star on the Love Boat? No. Shanghaied, I think? That's what it says. You know what? I will agree with that. And it's true. It's Shanghaied. See, I wouldn't, like, I just thought maybe it sounded like a good answer, so I went with it. So CosmosPlays has been selected, and her question is, true of... Oh my god, that is a typo. Really, game? A typo? It's supposed to be true or false, not true of false, seriously. Okay, true or false, for most people, one foot is larger than the other. I'm speechless here. And that's the one I usually put in my mouth. She says she disagrees with that. And the correct answer is true. There are people that have 1 foot bigger than the other. Yeah, I have nothing to say about that subject, really. Alright, so I'm going to go with Board for the win! And his question: according to Psychology Today, just by carrying this with you when you go out to buy a car, can you save up to $200? What is it? Wait, let me look at this again. Just by carrying this with you when you go out to buy a car, it can save you up to $200? What is it? I don't know. I mean, this is back in 1988, so I wouldn't know this. Your wits? Excuse me. A religious medal? You know, as much as I would say yes, I actually have to disagree with that. A current price guide for new cars. Alright, so I won the game and I now lead 900 to 500. And Ruth is going to select, yeah, naturally she selects CosmosPlays. Cosmos' question is, according to the Wall Street Journal, are there any game shows on Soviet television? Maybe. But that's not up for me to that's not up to me to find out. Sure, there's Wheel of Misfortune and of course Jeopardy. She says no, and the correct and Ruth disagreed with that answer, and it's true. There are game shows in the Soviet Union. Okay, so I will now pick. I'll pick Sir Rex. His question: you want to lose weight? You want to lose weight? According to Dr. Richard B. Pierce, is it better to take a sauna or a steam bath? I think I know what it is. Either one, as long as you wear a wool tweed suit. Sir Rex says a steam bath. I will disagree that it's a sauna. And it is a sauna. Alright, so Ruth is going to pick... She will pick Kill Punch of Doom. What is a paparazzo? See, I know what a paparazzi is. I know what a paparazzi is, but what's a paparazzo? Let's find out. The sound I make after too much spaghetti. A celebrity? She agrees. Nope, the correct answer is a photographer who pursues celebrities. See, we call it paparazzi, but they call it paparazzo. I don't know if that's a typo or something like that. I don't know. I really don't know. Let's see. I will go with you know what? I'll go with Ryoko. And her question is, according to the old rhyme, a red sky at morning is a sailor's sure warning. But what brings a sailor's delight? A sailor's delight. Let's see. Ryoko, what do you have to say about this? A redhead named Gloria. A red sky at night. I will disagree with that. No, it is a red sky at night. Excuse me, I had rented lips. Oh man, so I missed out on that one. And Ruth has selected Pika Pika Power, and his question is, according to sailors' folklore, where is Davy Jones' locker? Okay. What do you have to say about this, Pika? You can't miss it. It's the one with the old sweat socks. On board any ship, she agrees. Nope, the correct answer is at the bottom of the sea. Yeah, I had a feeling it was that one because there's no way it can be on a ship. It has to be in the bottom of the sea or something like that because, I mean, then again, I have been watching, I have watched SpongeBob SquarePants to know that, or to watch, little bits and pieces of Pirates of the Caribbean, but oh well. Alright, so I will go with Kyle Scott for the win. His question: what famous movie star once sang a very sultry version of Happy Birthday to President John F. Kennedy? Okay, I have to remember, John F. Kennedy, he was president from 1990 all the way up to his assassination in 1963, I believe. I just thought it was so... I just thought what happened to John F. Kennedy even then was just not... It was just the worst day. At the time, it was considered the worst day of American history. I mean, I can think of other people. I can think of others since then, but at the time, it was the worst day in the history of the United States. But that's all I have to say about that. Pee Wee Herman? Her answer is Marilyn Monroe. Unfortunately, Marilyn Monroe is not known as a singer, so I will disagree with that. It was Marilyn Monroe. What? Wow. So, alright, so Ruth is going to select Connisport. That would have given me the win, but, oh well. At Mardi Gras. Excuse me. At Mardi Gras... Okay, I gotta slow down. At Mardi Gras time in New Orleans, Fat Tuesday is always the day before what? I actually don't know. The day before you have the front seat of your car let out. Ash Wednesday. She disagrees. And the correct answer is Ash Wednesday. Wow. You know what? I have a friend who did celebrate Ash Wednesday earlier this year. I just want to congratulate my good friend, and I wish my friend nothing but the best as far as that's concerned. Okay, so I'll go with Saya Moon for the win. And Saya's question: according to scientists, originally it came from ultraviolet rays mixing with ammonia, nitrogen, methane, and water vapor to form a primordial liquid. What do we call it today? Ultraviolet rays with mixing with ammonia, nitrogen, methane, and water vapor. Oh man, I actually don't know this one. I think I know, but I can't say for sure. Cup of soup? No. The Earth. You know what? I don't think it's the Earth. I think it's something else. So I'm gonna disagree with that. The correct answer is life. Okay, see, I would not have known that. So I have yet won again. Now the question is, am I gonna win a car? So I already picked the blue car. Let me see. Let me scroll. I have already picked the red car. And then there's an orange car. I'm gonna pick the white car. And we'll see if I can drive away in that one. Alright. I'm crossing my fingers, guys. Here we go. Nope, it does not fit. Well, unbelievably, in 3 games, I have accumulated $5,400. Now, albeit in 1988 money, but if you convert it, I'm pretty sure you can tell me how much money I really did win. But once again, we are going to have yet another game with Cosmos and her friends in the same positions as before. Folks, this is a record. I have never had... Well, I've never had 3 games. Now I'm going to have 4. This is unbelievable. But you know what? Stranger things have happened, and, you know, this is just unbelievable how long I've lasted. But we'll see if I can win again and possibly walk away with one of the 2 other cars that I have yet to pick. So, with that said... Until next time, this is the Master of the Hollywood Squares, to Jew22 signing off saying goodbye, and I'll see you later. Take care, everybody.